Perkyplanes at RC here, operating at 2.4 gigahertz, and got my trusty citrus drop once again. So introducing yet again another foam board design build here on the channel. I present to you this skinny little fella. So, yep, I decided to actually make on Flitetest airplane. This is basically what's called a profile plane. It's very skinny, as you can kind of see. Went on a really hardcore diet. So, but anyways, profile planes, I don't know much about them, but I have seen them, every so often through various hobby shops, and I've seen a few out of the field and everything. But just a very slender design, usually something kind of like a sort of like the Edge or the Yak, or some of those kind of have a. Sometimes they'll make those models in a sort of slim profile design, and so I decided to do the same thing here with the with this foam board version. Each major piece of the airplane, the wing and the fuselage, both utilize a full sheet of foam board, and then of course the elevator was later attached. So this is something I've been wanting to try, just because I wanted an inexpensive, easy to make aerobatic airplane, something that I can really practice doing some advanced maneuvers with, maybe some 3D stuff. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how far that goes. But just kind of wanted to kind of experiment with it, and just create a cheap teaching tool for doing some aerobatic maneuvers and crazy stuff like that. So, and I felt with foam board, a buck or two is about all it's going to cost to actually make the airframe itself and all that. All right, now the design itself here is kind of it's kind of been taken from some things, and also sort of original, I guess. The fuselage itself was very much a freeform cut. I didn't really. I think I looked at some pictures and things of other models and just tried to cut as close as I could to what I thought was about right. So that's what we ended up with here. Now, the wing itself probably is based from some other airplanes, but I got a lot of the inspiration from this, from a plane that was featured on rcgroups. This is what they call it. The name is called the Nasty. So I kind of based a lot of the design itself from the Nasty plans. I think it was a Charles Pirkey or Picky or something like that. There on the RC Groups forum. It's kind of a really old design. This was back in the early 2000s, and he pretty much been putting it up, or I put it out there, and used mainly I think Depron foam, I believe is what he used, and a lot of people were taking that design and having great success with it. So I kind of just went with that design as well as maybe borrowing a little bit from the Flitetest FT3D. So it was kind of a little mashup between the two a little bit, as well as just kind of an original cut of the fuselage and hope for the best. But anyways, I'll provide a link for all these different ideas down below in the description. Like for example, we'll go ahead and provide links to for the Nasty airplane that was featured on RC Groups, and of course as well as linking to some the Flitetest FT3D as well. Pretty excited about it, especially kind of giving me a chance to experiment and learn and crash and kind of try to figure out how to fly really good using aerobatics and stuff, and maybe possibly some 3D maneuvers as well, on something that is a cheap airframe like that, something that's relatively inexpensive and can take some abuse. So that's kind of what I'm going for with this. So anyways, again, if you guys have any questions regarding this particular airplane design, just leave me any comments down below in the comments section. And like I said, I'll provide links for the, I'll provide the links for the nasty from RC Groups, and the Flitetest FT3D as well, and just anything else that I think would be helpful. So, but again, if you have any questions, just leave them down below. And that's all for me. We'll see you in the next video.